All right, West Michigan, this is the calm between two systems, and they're going to look very similar. So what we had yesterday, we're going to basically have again on Saturday. So let's walk you through it, get prepared for it, as we are dry and quiet this morning. Your roadways shouldn't have any problems, as we're sitting under a deck of clouds that will break up to give us some sunshine. But take a look at these winds from yesterday, tapping out at 54 miles per hour in Muskegon County, working down in Kalamazoo with 43 mile per hour winds. And that's why we had that wind advisory throughout the entire day. And now today we'll subside these winds a bit before we pick them back up again, both tomorrow and Saturday. I'll show you in a moment. Temperature-wise, though, this morning, we are in the lower to upper 20s, so still a colder start to the day. It's colder than yesterday by a good 10-12 degrees for some of you. And then breezy, gusty winds still this morning. It's taking time for these to relax back. So we still have wind gusts in the 20 mile per hour range this morning. That then in turn makes us feel like we are in the teens. So definitely a colder setup still for this morning. Let's take a look at these winds today. By the time we get into midday, not only do the winds relax back, but that's also when we'll start to break up that cloud cover and bring on some sunshine. And then we'll keep these relaxed into the evening hours before later on tonight they start to ramp back up leading into your Friday. Satellite radar dry and quiet. Again, we're sitting with that cloud cover. More and more sunshine coming on once we get to midday and later on this evening as that high pressure is off to our south and west. And that's going to give us this break before our next system arrives. So here's a look at your Thursday. Still on the colder side, still below average. We are going to feel cooler even with our winds being a little bit not as strong as yesterday, but 36 degrees is all we will work to for the morning. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy. Temperatures dipping back into the 20s. We again will continue to gain cloud cover more leading in and throughout the day tomorrow. So here's tomorrow. Here's Friday morning. Does this setup look familiar? We just went through this. This is what we like to call the warm sector. So we're going to be in the warm sector of this system on Friday. We'll increase that cloud cover and start to increase the winds. Notice these white lines here. Those are our pressure gradients. Closer those get together, higher our winds go. So Friday, overnight into Saturday, we can start to bring in some very light rain showers as this cold front moves through. Colder air lives behind the front, so that means overnight Friday into Saturday, our temperatures will start to crash. We'll keep those high winds throughout the day on Saturday. I expect we'll see another wind advisory here, and we can have some very light snow flurries around as well. This system, more moisture starved than the last one we just had. This really does not have a chance to pick up moisture from the Gulf, so we are not going to see as much in the way of rainfall and snow as we just did, and we really didn't see much through the last time. So definitely the focus will be on the temperatures and the wind. We will dry out, though, for the second half of the weekend then and start to relax back these winds. But for Friday, as we head into the evening, we're talking upwards of 40, 45 mile per hour wind gusts that will continue overnight in and throughout much of the day on Saturday. So it's going to be the second half of Friday, first half of Saturday that we'll really see those highest wind gusts there as we go into the weekend. 47 degrees tomorrow. That's that warm sector. 50 degrees. This is at midnight. Again, we crash into the 30s.
Right now.
Hey, good Thursday morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good start to your day. Do we have any avid ice skaters here?
No,
I'm not a fan.
Okay, I was like, not me either.
I'm like the one that's like, okay,
literally on the rails. And there's always this like 5-year-old kid that's just zipping through.
Yeah, and he kind of trips you up because he's going in front of you, and I'm like,
I'm gonna crush you.
I will on accident.
and then you fall and you can't get back up.
Yeah.
But it is December 1st, so 'tis the season. A lot of ice skating, a lot of.
Right, we'll see if they can keep the ice over the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be a little bit warmer, then a little bit colder, so we're a little back and forth here. I'm actually going to backtrack. I forgot to backtrack when we were talking about this, but we're calm and quiet. A little bit of a sitting under a cloud deck this morning as we are on the colder side. We'll stay there today, and our winds will relax. Look where we were yesterday. We had a wind advisory all day long, and for good reason. Muskegon County coming in at 54 mile per hour wind gusts, Kalamazoo with 43. So today, it's kind of our calm between two systems. We are going to ramp back up those winds Friday into Saturday, so we'll enjoy the break today. Temperature-wise, though, we are in the colder side, lower to upper 20s. Some of you, Holland and Muskegon, sitting at 30 degrees. It is colder than yesterday morning, but the winds still a bit breezy, so that's then in turn making us feel like we are mostly in the teens and lower 20s for you folks that have temperatures sitting actually at the 30-degree mark. But again, dry and quiet, mostly cloudy for the start of the morning. We'll break up that cloud cover more and more as the hours go on with high pressure nearby. So by midday, I think we'll start to see more and more sunshine and keep that into the early evening hours. 36 degrees though. That's as good as we get for the day. That's below average for this time of year. We'll of course feel cooler with those winds, but wait until tomorrow. We'll warm up and have kind of a repeat of what we just went through with wind, crashing temperatures, rain and snow. We'll break it all down for you hour by hour in just a bit.
Hey, good morning, West Michigan. Thanks so much for joining us on your Thursday. Happy December 1st, first day of meteorological
Say
winter.
that 10 times fast.
Meteorological winter.
There's meteorological and astronomical. So
When is astronomical?
the 21st.
Oh, that's right.
Shortest day of the year, so we're getting closer to getting more time.
It's so dark so
Yeah.
early, and I hate it.
I like it because we go to bed so early, and I'm like, oh, nighttime.
No. Oh, by 4 o'clock, I'm like, is it midnight?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you woke up and thought it was already.
I did. Okay, so yesterday I woke up at 5 p.m., texted Tessa in a panic, and I was like, oh my gosh, is the show on? I need to start running.
Thinking it was 5 a.m., right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I took a very late nap, had a long day yesterday, but
We've all been there.
I made it on time today.
We're here.
I'll Google what time it is in Grand Rapids. It's screwy
And it's like the
timing.
panic of like, oh, okay, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, craziness. Okay, clearly we need to go to weather. I'm chatting too much about our sleep schedules. But hey, let's take a look at our headlines because today's a break, another calm before a similar setup that we just went through weather-wise with wind, falling temperatures, rain, snow. We're going to have that again. So today is mainly dry with some sunshine later on. Tomorrow will be warm, will be windy. We'll bring on some very light, late rain for you really overnight into Saturday. And then Saturday, more wind, falling temperatures, and a few light snow flurries. Temps this morning still on the colder side. We're in the lower to upper 20s, even 30 degrees along the lakeshore. Still a bit breezy, not nearly as strong with these winds today, but you'll still feel a little bit of a breeze, and it is making our temperatures feel like we are in the teens. So dry and quiet, but cloudy this morning. We'll break up more and more of those clouds as the day goes on, getting more and more sunshine throughout the day.
Of sun, it makes the difference. So at least we have some today. You know what I
First
mean?
day meteorological winter, we'll take it.
Yeah, winter is coming, everybody. All right, well, let's get to some music. It's every music lover's favorite time of year to reflect on their favorite tunes with Spotify Wrapped.
And Heinz making it a little easier for us to get Christmas dinner on the table. Let's get to our breakfast.
Person in the world that
I was
does.
using YouTube,
yeah, so like-
even worse, I think.
My
Line
rap
wire.
is like 3 years old. It's like, I think Miley Cyrus was my top person.
Oh,
Yeah,
Definitely
love
updated.
it. Yeah, I
She's
saw
good.
mine, but I share an account with my 16 or 15-year-old brother.
Oh boy.
So it's a little mixed.
So it's a little mix. So his top artist is a gentleman named Yeet.
Okay.
Don't know who that is, but that's my top artist.
You'll have to tune in. See
I've
what
seen
it-
like parents post theirs too, and it's all like Encanto or Frozen
Yeah.
music.
Oh yeah, because they're kids.
Yeah. Nursery
Driving them to
rhymes.
school.
Yeah. It's like things get left in pockets and go through the washing machine.
Yeah, it's like a hot pocket going
Yeah,
through
got
the
some,
washing.
got some tomato sauce just like spewing out of your.
Yeah, you think Kleenex is bad.
That's what I did
Oh
last week.
yes.
There are little bits all over the washer.
Everywhere.
Yeah, vacuuming out the washer.
I used to religiously eat Hot Pockets every day. It's been a
I
while.
heard you say eat Kleenex.
I used to.
You used to do it.
No, not me. I used to know somebody who did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really burned though when you took
you
the
can
Oh
be
yeah,
high.
they like pop.
Those hot pockets sure are hot.
Okay, sticking with food, but it's
Vibes though. Too.
Yeah.
Do you?
I'm feeling
Yes.
good. I do feel that
I
way
had to keep
too.
reminding myself it's not Friday, it's Thursday, it's not Friday, it's Thursday.
I've been looking forward to Friday all week because we have a really fun event we're doing.
Yes. If you're in Ada on Friday, Tess and I will be on a trolley with a microphone. That might be dangerous.
It might
No,
be.
I think it's gonna be great. I think that's all we need for a Friday night. Yeah.
So there's an event in Ada called Tinsel Treats and Trolleys.
Okay.
So you're going all around town, a bunch of Christmassy things, and yeah, so we'll be on.
I have to say,
Trolleys.
Ada's doing it right. I
Right?
recently was there, and I hadn't been there in a while, and I'm like, this place is cute.
Oh, it's
There's
been
so
transformed.
Much, yeah,
It's
Very
beautiful,
cool.
yeah.
So you guys
So I have about 2,000 jingle bells on my kitchen table right now for the event event on Friday. I'm on the committee for it. So, yeah, we'll jingle all the way into the holiday spirit.
How's the weather going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be a little windy and we will be warm. So that's actually going to be a positive. Today, though, is a cold break in between these two systems and still a little bit breezy. You can see the waves here in South Haven. Not nearly as strong of the winds that we saw yesterday, but still a bit of that breeze. Muskegon County coming in out on top. 54 mile per hour wind gusts there for our peak yesterday. Temperature-wise, we're in the lower to upper 20s this morning, 30s along the lakeshore, but this is a little bit colder than yesterday morning, and there's that slight breeze. Things have been calming down over the last couple of hours, so again, we're starting to relax back, but we're not going to hit the floor. We won't be at zero with these winds today, so it's still making us feel like we are in the teens and lower 20s. Mostly cloudy conditions this morning. We'll see more and more breaks in the cloud cover as the day goes on, working towards more and more sunshine as we head into the afternoon and evening. As you can Was that your stomach?
Oh my goodness.
Wow, there's a bear in here.
Whoa.
You're blowing your nose like an elephant.
My goodness. And I have eaten
Get this man a
quite
sandwich. You just had a sandwich.
Yeah, wow, that was not quiet.
Oh.
Sorry, folks.
You need your Cheerios.
Yeah, something to snack on. Jeez. Oof. Anyways, how's it feel? That was very loud. It's been a while since it's been that verbal. So we'll get something for you.
Don't worry.
We're coming for you. Anyways, weather-wise, what are we looking at outside?
Uh-oh.
Hold on, Sally. Oh no.
Okay.
I can help. Let's see.
There we go.
Mainly dry,
Here's the weather.
sunny, nice day.
Warmer
Thank you.
rain.
Hey, you guys, we got it. This is when, when work isn't work and you just have fun. This is what happens. I'm glad you get to join us on the journey every day. It's fun. Oh, my goodness. But, hey, it's going to be dry today, a little bit sunny. We'll get there a little bit later on. We're starting with some cloud cover this morning. But then tomorrow will be warmer. We'll be breezy. We'll bring in some late rain as we have a very similar setup to the system that we just went through. We're basically going to go through it again. Falling temperatures on Saturday, some snow flurries and gusty winds once again. So temperatures this morning in the lower to upper 20s, 30s along the lakeshore. As our winds, they're calmer than yesterday, but still a little bit of a breeze. So that slight breeze is making us feel like we are a good 10 degrees colder. So still really need to bundle up as you head outside this morning and all day long. So cloud cover this morning, they'll break up more and more. I think by midday, we'll really start to see more of those breaks in the cloud deck. As in your featured seems like a difficult task. They run fast.
Yeah, he got the clip in there.
They're not small, so.
Be like a cowboy to come.
Come on, babies. Get in here.
At least out of today, I've learned what you call a group of emus. You know how
What is
it's
it?
a murder of crows and all this kind of stuff.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you call them zababies.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Is that legit? Like,
No.
Now I'm curious.
Now I'm going to make it legit.
Whatever it is,
Yeah.
the babies will be the
The babies
official
is
title.
Next time we're at the
Cute.
zoo. Oh, it's a baby.
Look at the babies.
I love it. Oh, my goodness.
Wonder how many were out there.
Yeah.
Wonder how many
Half a dozen?
babies were there.
I think it said 6 is
Yeah,
what I read.
We're
but
very clearly intrigued.
Yeah.
I love it.
Kalamazoo County, we gotta
Yeah,
go.
the emus, the post-emu was like,
Meanwhile, Davis is still running the recipe through his head.
Yeah,
How
he
big
was
an
like-
oven do I need?
He's like,
Preheat
what
the
do I
oven,
season
360.
emu
yeah,
with?
terrible, Davis.
Nice brine.
Salt and pepper.
Simple.
Ranch?
Yeah.
Ranch.
I love ranch.
Emu? Have you ever
Kelsey's
had
gonna
emu?
make emu nuggets. So, anyways,
We went dark. Sorry.
Yeah, we are not going to make emu nuggets.
I promise. I'm an
Are
animal
we
lover.
sure it's not Friday? Wow.
It's not.
Okay. Hey, today it's going to be cold. It's going to be dry. We're going to see some sunshine with no emo nuggets in sight. I will promise you that. But we'll be mainly dry. Then we're going to start to get into our next system. This is a calmer day, but our next system starts to arrive tomorrow, and Saturday will be warmer tomorrow, windy, and have some late evening rainfall working into Saturday when we have falling temperatures, more wind, and some snow. Very similar setup to what we had over the last couple of days. Temperature-wise this morning, we haven't moved all that much this morning. We're in the lower to upper 20s, lower 30s along the lakeshore. Very light winds compared to yesterday, but still a little bit of this breeze is making us feel that much colder. So we feel like we're in the teens and lower 20s this morning. Calm and quiet and cloudy for the start of the day. High pressure is nearby off to our south and west. So I think by midday and even beyond, we'll really break up that cloud cover a little bit more and have more and more sunshine hour by hour today. So our featured